Shelley. And this question is, no one wants to pay bond or tax more than is needed. Knowing the expense of education continues to increase and that the community is still evolving and growing, what's your commitment to the community in terms of new bond issues and parcel tax?
Nobody wants to pay more taxes. I don't want to pay more taxes. I don't want to ask our community to pay more taxes. But I'm also unwilling to state no more taxes, no more bond issue. For example, if we happen to have an earthquake and a lot of our buildings are destroyed, am I going to say, no, we're just going to leave them there the way they are, or I'm going to ask the community to step up and pay some more in parcel tax or bond money? So I think that the idea is we want to be very responsible in the way we use our money. We want to be responsible to the community and transparent to the community, and I think we've done a really good job on that front. Anybody can attend the Citizens Advisory Committee on Finance and hear the details, the gory details of how we spend our money. But I think saying no is the wrong thing to do. I don't want to do that. I don't want to raise taxes, but there may be situations where that's needed.
So just so everybody's clear, the school district has essentially two streams of money, right? We've got operational money that we use to pay teachers on an annual basis, and that comes mostly from property taxes, but also from the parcel taxes that we have. And then we have facilities money, which is what comes from the bond measures, and those two pots are really kind of separate. And bond measures are really our only way to get money to pay for facilities, right? Our buildings have a lifetime of sort of 30, 40 years, just like every other building, and at the end of that time, we need to renew them. And so we're just going to continue to have bond measures every probably 20 or 30 years. The last one we did was 4 years ago. Obviously, we're still working on the plan to apply that. I don't really see us going out for another one in the short term, because first we need to apply that bond and then see where we go from there. But in 15 years, I would expect us to be preparing to go out for another one, because all the other campuses which were renovated around the year 2000, plus or minus a few years, will be overdue at that point.
I think there's bond money and the parcel tax. So let's first talk about the bond money. 4 years ago, Measure N was passed in a strong sense of urgency that our school need immediate upgrade. So that's how the bond was passed. But 4 years later, with the construction costs, they increased 10% every single year. The 150 million is still sitting on the table. So what I'm asking for is, I want to have a detailed plan and itemize the plan on how we're going to spend the 150 million before we cut the first check. Because I think in any sense, we cannot just blindly spend money. And in terms of parcel tax, I want to share with you, LASD is basically collect a lot more parcel tax than our neighborhood Cupertino schools or Saratoga schools, sometimes even 10 times more. So it's not a matter of money, it's a matter of how we can take responsibility and manage.
So I think this is where I'm going to differ significantly from Ying. I co-chaired Measure N with Jessica, and Measure N was passed to address enrollment growth. And we are using the money when we buy the 10th site and build a facility there to address enrollment growth. So I don't think we've done anything other than what we promised we would do for Measure N. Also, the thing about bond and parcel taxes, I don't like paying taxes either, as much as anybody else does. But bond and parcel taxes are important to the public school system. Parcel taxes pay for academic programs and teacher salaries. If we ever came to a point where we needed to do something to pay our teachers more or to innovate our programs more, of course we'd have to go out for a parcel tax. If you say that you're not going to support a parcel tax, then are you not supporting academic programs and teacher salaries? I don't know. That would be some, I don't know. And the bond measures also for facilities,